In this video, we're going to break down the Turkish Get Up. For those of you who don't know, the Turkish Get Up is a great full body exercise because it involves with starting all the way laying on your back with a weight pressed up towards the ceiling, and from going from there all the way up into a full standing position with that weight in that overhead position the entire time. So it involves everything from your legs to your hips, your core, shoulder stability, everything. So it's a great exercise for hitting everything head to toe, but can be broken down into individual segments if you want to isolate certain areas, such as working on just shoulder stability or just hip strength and things like that. So we're going to go step by step, break it down into levels so we can find exactly where you need to start. To start, all you'll need is some open floor space and a weight. Traditionally, a kettlebell is used, but a dumbbell will work here as well. To start, lay down on your back with your weight in one hand. The leg on the same side of the weight will stay bent, the other leg will be straight. The arm that doesn't have the weight in it will be out to the side at roughly a 45-degree angle, flat on the ground with your palm down. To start, level 1, you're going to push your arm straight up towards the ceiling and protract, meaning we're pushing the shoulder up off the ground, creating some space between the shoulder blade and the floor. Level 1 involves propping up onto our elbow, so you're going to use the leg that's bent to push yourself onto your side and prop up onto your elbow, making sure that your arm stays straight up towards the ceiling the entire time and doesn't start to wave either way, front, back, side to side, to practice your shoulder stability. To conclude level 1, all you do is go back down to your side and onto your back. And that's level 1. Level 2, setup is exactly the same. Arm up to the ceiling, same side leg bent, opposite leg flat on the floor. We're going to go up to level 1, which involves rolling onto our side, up onto our elbow. Level 2 is now going from our elbow and propping up on our hand. So we get up a little bit higher, the arm moves up into a higher overhead position that makes it harder to stabilize. And then to end level 2, we go back down onto our elbow and down onto our back. Level 3 involves incorporating a bridge after level 2. So we move through level 1, up onto our elbow, level 2, up onto our hand, and then for level 3, you keep the hand flat on the floor as you push up with the leg that's bent to get into this bridge position. Back down, to onto our elbow, and onto our back. These are the parts that I tend to focus on when we're practicing shoulder stability. After level 3, we start to incorporate a little bit more of the legs. So now we've touched on the first 3 levels of the Turkish Get Up, but as I mentioned in the intro, we still need to get up to a full standing motion to complete the full motion. So, to quickly review, we start off on our back, weight in one hand, same side knee is bent, opposite arm flat on the ground at a 45-degree angle. We're going to push that weight up towards the ceiling, create some space between our shoulder blade and the floor. We're going to use the bent leg to push up to level 1, propped up on our elbow. And then we're going to push through our hand, prop up on our hand for level 2, up into a single leg bridge for level 3. To get to level 4, we're going to swing the leg that's straight underneath without losing stability of the weight, and then up into a full half kneeling position. From there, return to the start. Place your hand flat on the ground, kick that leg straight out, hips down, down to your elbow, down to the ground. For level 5, the last and final stage, we just need to stand up from level 4. So we go back to level 1 on our elbow, level 2 on our hand, level 3 bridge, level 4 half kneeling, and then from there stand up. And just like the other levels, we need to complete the motion. So we go back to half kneeling, hand on the ground, kick the leg out, hips down, elbow down, and down to our back. And there you have it, the Turkish Get Up, broken down into 5 different levels so you can be exactly where you need to be to work on this motion.